I'm only going live right now just in case somebody tries to roll up on me. That's so funny, but it's totally true. It's a beautiful night. No license plate light. I'm just, making note of that every motherfucking time I see it. I know that sounds crazy, but, there's a lot of traffic around at 11:30 tonight. I guess it is Friday, right? There's a cop over here. I wonder what he's doing. Look at all the stars. I don't know if anybody can see them. There's nobody watching. That car always has that noise. I don't know what that noise is on that car, but I've heard it go past my house so many times. And it sounds like it's a truck with like something hanging off the, off the tailgate or something. I just totally did this video. It's like 40 minutes long of not getting to the point for 40 minutes. It's okay. Hopefully somebody will listen to it that needs to hear what I had to say about whatever I had to say things about. Gosh, I wish you could see the stars. They're so pretty. Think of how bright and how what a high vibration you have to be a star, like a literal star in the sky. Like, how far away are they? Those stars are forever far away. Light years away, or whatever they say. I don't know if they're really that far away, but yeah, they're pretty far away. That's some bright light. Have you ever looked at, like, taken your iPhone, if you have an iPhone, and, like, zoomed in on a star? Because it's like a ball of gas, they say, right? Well, that ball of gas is like 1,000 different colors. And it, like, changes shape. And, yeah, unless I was, like, drunk or something. But I don't think I was drinking because I don't drink. So, like, yeah. It's so weird how, like, I swear, sometimes I think my phone has to be, oh, no, anyway, never mind, I'm not going to make myself sound like a lunatic. That's what they want, whoever they are. They want me to sound like a lunatic. Oh. There's a lot of cars on the street, holy smokes. I think about the big cities, and, like, I had a friend that he used to live in LA, and he's like, LA, you can't even go anywhere without seeing another human. Like everywhere you go, there's another person. Like you won't go into a store and there's only 0 people in there. There's always one person. Because there's like, what are 10 million people, 8 million people? It's a lot of people. There's like 12,000 here. And the biggest city next to me only has 200,000. That's not even 500,000. That's not even 250,000. I don't know what I'd do if I lived in a big city like that. Damn. And how do these big motherfuckers rap? I can't even walk up a hill and talk. Like, man. People think that rap isn't whatever. Man, that shit's hard. Like, the breathing, singing's hard too, but yeah. Anyway. It smells like somebody's got a fire going. Oh, I love that smell. But we're not supposed to have fires right now because it's at an extreme fire risk, it says. I don't think I've noticed extreme until this year. It usually just says high, medium, or low. Oh my gosh. This is like one of those long-ass hills. It like drags on. It doesn't even look like a fucking hill. Oh, let me tell you, it's a hill. It looks like a hill this way. Oh, feels like a hill this way. Probably both ways. Jeez Louise. That is a cool house. I used to know the girl that lived there when we were kids. She's a bodybuilder now. Kind of cool. I don't know if I could do that. That's a lot of whatever, a lot of dedication. I guess I'm dedicated to being a mom. What is that noise? Oh, it's a plane. Why is there an outhouse right there? That's weird. Just an outhouse chilling on the street. Huh. Maybe that house doesn't have plumbing. Or they're redoing their bathrooms or something. Whew. You ever heard of the Green Light Project? Oh my gosh, I can hear my dogs barking. Oh, how'd they get out? Shit. Well, I am going to have to... Oh, I can't breathe. Man, that was a big walk, or a big hill, not a big walk. You know, I was thinking earlier today, I should look like I'm 77, or at least 78. And I'm only 44, and I look 44. I'm pretty happy about that, because I definitely should look older, considering the fucking shit I've had to deal with. Oh, goodness gracious. Because today my son said, he goes, he like took this video and I was driving and I looked so like rigid. Like I looked like I was just like tense or something in this video. But I didn't look old. and he's like, I said, whoa, I look, and he goes, you look beautiful, Mom. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a great son thing to say. And my friend just yesterday was saying, she's like, you know, you hear a lot about like girls not talking to their moms when they get older, but you never hear about boys not talking to their moms. And she's like, why do boys always still need their moms? And I'm like, because women are like the maternal ones. Like we don't need a maternal person once we become maternal, you know, that's, so a man that either that doesn't have like a wife or that doesn't have kids, he's gonna still be like, he's still gonna look to his mom to help him make decisions most likely, because he doesn't have that parental like thing yet, you know? I don't know. I think that makes sense. To me, it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else, but yeah. I really think people don't understand what men go through. Like, I don't understand what men go through because I'm not a man. However, it seems like women don't really pay attention to how much pressure they put on men, I feel like. Like, I don't think a lot of us, I know I never really sat back and thought about it until recently when I was thinking about like my son when he gets older and the things that he's going to have to do and deal with. It's like, oh, it's stressful for me because I'm the one that's supposed to prepare him for those things, you know? And since he doesn't have a dad to teach him those things, like, I got to figure that shit out. And, yeah. So I was really thinking about it. And, man, it's just, I know when I was growing up, a lot of the guys I grew up with, they ended up, like, their dads, like, beat the shit out of them and stuff. And I was telling one of my friends, I'm like, yeah, but don't you think that maybe you needed it a little bit? And if he wouldn't have done that, you'd be a pussy? And he, like, looked at me kind of like I was a dick for saying that. But then I think he thought about it. And he realized, yeah, it probably helped him not be a pussy, you know? And I'm not saying you should beat your kids. That's not what I'm saying. By any means, please don't beat your kids. But, like, generation, people change. And, like, that's what they did back in the day. They beat their kids. And it seemed to turn out men that wanted to be men. And then all of a sudden, these single moms started raising all these kids, and now their boys want to be girls. Maybe there's a reason there were certain roles picked for people, genders, whatever. I'm not saying you can't pretend. Use your imagination. But, and you can't even get off, like, with sex when you go through a transition, I heard. Like, why the fuck would you do that? It's dumb. I mean, not dumb, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. I mean, I don't need to get it. I'm not the person that's getting the surgery or doing the things. So it's none of my business, you know? But seems like, another freaking long ass hill. Oh my gosh. Whew. Anyway. Gosh, I haven't had a cop pass me yet. Or did I? No, I didn't. No license plate light, though. Fucking weird. Okay, I'm on this kick about the license plate lights. I don't understand. I think they're all feds. No, really, I kind of do. Long story. Anyway, not every single one of them. At this point, I think they're probably just fucking with me. That sounds like I'm a psychotic person, and if I talk like that, nobody's going to listen to anything I have to say. So, scratch that. Okay, moving on. Whew. There's a reason there's a boy and a girl. And, you know, shit. People need to stop cheating on their wives. Wives need to stop cheating on their husbands. If you have kids, stay together. Like, don't have kids with somebody until you know you want to raise them together, because it kind of seems like maybe that could be the problem these days, is that all these kids were taken by CPS or raised without a father. I mean, do you know how many girls I know? Like, I swear I'm like one of 2 women that I know that didn't lose their kids to CPS. And I don't know if it's the company I keep or what, but it seems like every chick I meet doesn't have her kids, no matter where I go. And that's sad. That's fucking, I mean, there's no way that it's just, the CPS, the whole system, it doesn't make sense. Like, so, it just doesn't make sense. It seems like a child trafficking operation to me, honestly. And then they want to, like, they should never want to adopt. It should not be a foster to adopt program, because then they're pushing for the kids to get taken from their fucking parents. They should be pushing for the fucking kids to go back to their parents, for their parents to be better, and for them to be raised by their family. Fuck, I don't understand. Like, I remember when the school tried to call CPS on me, and then the cops tried to call CPS on me. They didn't even show up, because they fucking knew I wasn't gonna let them in my motherfucking house, because there's no reason for me to let a stranger into my house. Like, one thing that single mothers need to do, I can't breathe, this makes me so mad. Single mothers, when they married or not married, if they do not, when you have your baby, even if you're not a single mother, just a parent, period, when you have your baby, go to the courthouse and get a parenting plan on file for yourself so that the fucking CPS workers can't go to the court and file a parenting plan. Because your child they have a birth certificate from the state. Technically, they're already a ward of the state. So you need to take that precaution. It's crazy that we should have to do that. I mean, I don't know if that's really gonna, oh, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. There's that motherfucking thing again in the sky. Like, what's going on? Oh, gosh. Anyway. I just think that, I guess it just seems like kids that get to go, whether their parents are on drugs or their parents, if a kid's not being sexually molested and, leave them with their parents. Unless, I don't know, I know that sounds really harsh, but in the long run, the child's mental health probably is better even if they stay in a bad situation as long as they're with their parent. I hate to say that, but it's the truth, because they don't have that abandonment issue and that issue of not knowing where home is and just, the children are our future, and there's so many people that right now are aging out of the foster care system that don't have a real family, and they feel abandoned. And do you think that those people are going to become productive members of society? No, 1%, 1% of those people. That is sad, because they had no chance from the get, because somebody decided that it was not okay for them to be with their parents. That's strange. First 5 years of the kid's life makes them who they are, I believe. Isn't that what they say or something? I don't know. I feel very strongly about this. I think somebody needs to go in and who governs CPS? Who does that? I would love to know. Oh, there's people talking. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read that stuff. Yeah, because I'm old now, so I have to wear glasses to see things. It's getting worse. I wonder why. It's probably because I get all riled up like this. My blood pressure raises. I can't see. My vision goes blurry. Just kidding. However, I am serious about, there was this kid that I knew from school. He showed up at my house with a baby. And he's like, my girl didn't want the baby anymore. Now I have my baby. And blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, his grandparents tried to take his baby. And he was doing fine with the baby. So I let him stay in my RV with his baby in my driveway. And I went to the CPS office with him, because CPS was fucking trying to give him all this shit. And it's his baby. If the mom decides that she doesn't want the baby immediately goes to the parent. The other parent would be the dad, not the fucking system. Weirdos. Anyway, so somebody tried to, people, and that's another thing. The people that call CPS on other people, those people, there should be no anonymous phone calls. Not one phone call to CPS should be anonymous, and anybody that makes false accusations should be reprimanded or fined or something, because you can't just ruin people's lives. It's not cool. It's fucked up. I've seen so many people's, even then the mothers that lose their children, they'd give up. They just give up because they do all this stuff. I saw this one girl, she did everything they asked. And then one day, her mother broke into her house, got in a fight. When my friend was at work, her kids were not there. Her mother broke into her house and got in an argument with her boyfriend, and the cops were called, and they terminated home visits. Oh yeah, she was at the home visit stage. They terminated home visits and terminated parental rights and adopted out her kids. They said it was her last chance. No, I guarantee that's not what happened. It's because generationally, the kids in her family are taken. So that was just their last fucking, So do you know what she did the last time she had a baby? She just gave the baby, she found a family before she even gave birth and gave the baby up for adoption, because she knew CPS was gonna fucking take it. So she picked a family and did it herself. And do you know how hard that is for a woman? That is the most beautiful, saddest thing I've ever seen, was when my friend gave birth to that baby, and I held the baby and handed the baby to the new mom because she didn't want to hold her. Because how can you? Because she knew, imagine being that mother. That's a strong ass broad right there that has to do that. And then go on with her life. Man, think of the trauma and the PTSD that she has, you know? So we're just ruining people by these weird systems that these weird people that we don't even know are coming up with on our behalf. It's crazy. And the nerve of that Kamala Harris to be on every single fucking one of my ads that I see on fucking YouTube or anywhere else, asking me for money, asking the American people for money for her campaign. Fuck that bitch. Fuck you, Kamala Harris, whatever the fuck your name is. You should not be asking the American people for money. Definitely 100% should not be asking the American people for money. Fucking dumbass broad. Oh my gosh. I cannot, that shows what a sellout she is. That shows what a fucking sellout she is, and that she will sell out every single American she can. Right there, it proves it. Because what the fuck do you need our campaign money for? Nobody's gonna let you fucking run an ad for free. Give me a break. These people that ask, I don't know if Trump asks for campaign money or not, because I don't follow all that stuff. I just know that I don't like the nerve of that broad at all. Or whoever made her make those commercials. Like, nope, has anybody seen her for the last 4 years until all of a sudden now she's running for president? Nope, because they kept her hidden because she's such a fucking idiot. And then they throw her out there to look pretty because people are all about looks. Yeah, she's pretty under a whatever you call it, probably a filter. Go meet that broad in person and her skin's probably falling off. Ugh. She probably doesn't even fuck her husband. That's how rigid she looks. She looks like a bitch that doesn't fuck her husband. Exactly. Anyways, okay, I'm done with that. Ugh. Okay. Well, I'm almost home, so I should probably go because I can't breathe. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna die right here in this baseball field. Oh, this baseball field. You know what? I got communication from my dead husband in this baseball field one night. It was really cool. Yeah. If you build it, they will come. Oh, it was a really cool thing. Maybe I'll tell you the story sometime. Yeah, everybody should be happy. Don't let a negative thought last longer than 16 seconds. Yeah, learn how to redirect thinking into positive thinking. Even when you're talking about dumb bitches like Kamala Harris, you can still do it in an upbeat way that makes people like realize that you're not being an asshole, you're just stating facts, right? Yeah, I'm not being an asshole. I just feel and I'm not being negative. I just think that she needs to go about trying to be president of the United States a little bit different. Maybe not try. Fucking women there should not be a woman president. I'm so sorry. I know that's not gonna hit a lot of people the right way, but come on. I'm sorry. How many countries don't like women and don't respect women? How are we gonna, you keep the woman in the background. That's why there's a good woman behind every man. Come on. Oh my gosh. She's probably really a man. Oh my gosh, I just thought of that. I think I saw an Adam's apple. Does women have Adam's apples? I don't know. Eat walnuts, it's good brain food. Okay, that's all I have to say. I gotta go. Thanks for listening. I didn't mean to be all lame like that. Okay. So I'll be lame like this. TTYL. Oh, look I can wave. Wait, can you see my wave? Here we go. Okay. Wait. Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, wrist. Good night.